Coming up on today's show, we will highlight the recent trip to USC that our English students had the chance to experience. We'll also focus on raising awareness about the dangers of drinking and driving.
Let's start the fire. Get ready for this week's episode of LETV.
Good morning, Ellie. I'm Bea Hardy.
And I'm Chloe Coleman. Today is April 4th. We welcome you to this week's episode of LETV.
Prom is coming up on Saturday, April 5th. Make sure you dress to impress. Tickets are no longer on sale. And remember, prom will take place here at LE in the cafeteria. We hope you all have a great night with your friends.
Catch the last performance of Mean Girls the Musical tonight in the auditorium. Make sure to grab your tickets via the Dramatic Demons Instagram page or at the door for $10. Don't miss out.
The boys volleyball tournament will be held on April 11th during 4th block. Tickets are $2 and will be sold during all lunches. Also, the journalism program will be selling concessions like popcorn, chips, and drinks. So make sure you bring some cash for a snack. You won't want to miss it.
Are you interested in playing volleyball in the upcoming school year? If so, see Coach Ham for your spring and summer calendars. Waves started April 1st, so make sure to catch up.
On March 21st, several of our Honors English 3 classes embarked on an exciting field trip to the Great Gatsby Museum. This experience gave them a deeper insight into the novel while exploring its historical context. Now, let's turn it over to this captivating segment. On March 21st, Mrs. Mullis and Mrs. Proctor's English classes took a day trip to the USC campus where they received a tour of the 100th year anniversary exhibit, which showcased the famous F. Scott Fitzgerald novel, The Great Gatsby.
All these generations of people have read this book, and it's the 100th anniversary this year. So I think it's important, especially for young people to come and see this, to give context and history to why they're being asked to do this.
Students were able to observe many rare objects, including first edition books, original copies and modifications, and letters from Fitzgerald.
And we have a unique opportunity here in South Carolina. We have one of the world's best F. Scott Fitzgerald collections, and it's an opportunity for students not just to see the first edition, but to see letters and manuscripts that Fitzgerald had, to see personal objects that he owned, and to see lots of editions over time to make it easier to understand the novel, who Fitzgerald was, what the world was like in the 1920s, but then also to see how the fact that people have been reading this story pretty much nonstop for 100 years.
This was a great opportunity for students to dive into this novel hands-on, allowing them to experience the Great Gatsby outside of the page.
People like seeing objects, right? We're not a museum per se, but it's one thing to be asked to read a book. It's another thing to be said, this is the book, right? This is the first one. And it's neat to see young people get excited experiencing cultural history, experiencing material culture and history. And it's also a fun opportunity to help teach young people that, well, these are the weird things you might have overlooked while you were reading it.
If you are interested in attending an event like this one, feel free to take a look at the University of South Carolina Library's calendar online.
One thing I always note on this slide, though, is if
Along with this opportunity, students got the chance to receive a small tour of campus, as well as a rundown of the USC admission process and requirements. This trip gave students the ability to get a feel of the campus and college life. Reporting for LETV, I'm Bea Hardy. That field trip really had a lot of impact for those English classes.
As prom approaches, it's important to address the risks associated with drunk driving. To help bring awareness to this important issue, we crafted this public service announcement produced by Fallon Murphy, starring Bea Hardy and Cameron Yeomans.
I know, I'm waiting on Cameron right now. Okay, fine, whatever. Just please don't get behind that wheel tonight.
your emergency?
911, I need help. I can't feel my legs. I was driving and
We hope that segment allowed you to remember the impact your actions can have over the weekend.
That's all for this week. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in on April 11th for our next video.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram at LETV Demons.
And remember, go Demons!